Hello, and welcome to Building a Generation, where we highlight all the amazing things our students, teachers, school leaders, and communities are doing in Baltimore City Public Schools. I'm Michael Joseph.
And I'm Wesley Rice from the City Schools Student Media Team. Thanks for joining us on our mission in Building a Generation.
In this episode, we will jump right into the action with first day of school coverage and then celebrate two grand openings of two 21st century schools.
They were incredible celebrations, just like the extreme makeover of Sandtown Winchester Achievement Academy and the 1,800 square foot mural at Callaway Elementary School.
Wow, 1,800 square feet? I can't wait to share that one. Plus, the most epic kickoff party of the school year just happened with the Citywide BMore Me Back to School Night. And the media team was there in full force.
Plus, don't forget about the question of the show, so pay attention.
And the episode ends in dramatic fashion with a look into the amazing progress of City Schools' blueprint for success. It's how we build a generation.
All right, it's time to cheer on our wonderful students as we share coverage from the first day of school.
We head to Arlington Elementary and Vivian T. Thomas Medical Arts Academy to see all the action.
So let's do this.
Every first day of school. Ready? Yeah! Have a great, fabulous, fantastic day.
With thousands of students returning to school all across the city, from the newly renovated Arlington Elementary School to career-building Vivian T. Thomas Medical Arts Academy, the community, district, and city leaders came out in full support. Increasing park scores, serving as a community school, early childhood programs, and a Weinberg library makes Arlington a school on the move, and students are ready.
I'm excited to be here to learn because now they have a new playground, new rooms, and new tables and chairs.
I just happy to come back and see because I'm smart.
When I go to school, I always like to make new friends.
Schools should be a hub in the community. It shouldn't just be for the students, but for the family, everybody in the community. To see community schools expanding in Baltimore, the resources, bringing the services to the neighborhood, and the schools being a part of the fabric of the community, a part of the heart, I think it's a great thing.
With a focus on the medical arts, students at Vivian T. Thomas are headed towards careers in nursing, dental, and medicine.
Career programming in health, right, which lead to, and I just want to emphasize this, family sustaining wages. So is this to see whether or not
If I like it or not.
Awesome. That's great.
This is what we want in Baltimore. We want to create career opportunities and pathways for our young people. So whether it's Vivian T, Mural, or Carver, we want to create a better CTE pathway so that young people can provide for them and their families.
All of our mannequins are interactive. This is hands-on. They take these skills and then they go out to do their hours in order to get certified.
Academics are also strong with increased park scores in English and math. Plus, with the addition of AP classes for the first time, academics will get another big push this school year at Vivian T.
Do is begin your written response. Remember, 250 words.
So I just am excited for them to be able to read different types of literature by different types of writers and expose them, to the world.
Just a matter of trying to make sure that it fits in the schedule with CTE classes, but this year we had an opportunity to offer the course, so I'm excited to see what we can do. No matter what, the students will have a job no matter where they are. I push to make sure that they're nationally certified, so if they decide to go to college in Oregon, they will be able to get a job as a CNA or GNA, right, or dental assistants, where you will always have an opportunity to have a job with that certification and no one can take it away from you.
Our students have so much talent and potential. We are building on last year's success, expanding on it, and continuing to show love, support, excitement, and dedication to all of our students and families.
It's great to see students excited to come back to school.
That is for sure, but what is more exciting to me is that we are opening brand new schools.
Big windows,
bright lights,
clean water,
and simply
beautiful spaces.
And senior reporter Bryce Taylor is bringing all the excitement to us right now.
Let's go to Arlington with Bryce.
Hey, it's Bryce Taylor with the City Schools Student Media Team, and today I'm here at the grand opening of Arlington Elementary School, a school where I used to go and generations of my family went before me. Let's check out all these renovations and see how they prepare our next generation of students for school.
Hola, buenos días a todos. los que están aquí. I am very happy to be the one who welcomes you to this place.
With the support and help of the great teachers and the wonderful staff, I left Arlington College and career ready.
Students enrolled there more and more. Now they can join the crew because we are 234 the Eagles that soar.
3, 2, 1. The ribbon has been cut, and now we're going to go full steam ahead on an epic tour of Arlington Elementary. Right now, we're in the brand new auditorium where students are about to perform and break in that new stage. A common feature in all of our 21st century schools are these open, collaborative learning spaces.
I think they're going to feel good. I think they're going to be amazed, surprised.
I feel like they're going to feel welcome because, I mean, it's new and approved, and it's like a more healthy and safer environment.
It makes me feel happy because now I'm back in my old school and now it's just nice and new.
It means equality for our students in Park Heights. It kind of norms, the expectation for what students deserve in Baltimore City schools.
Preserving historic features of the old Arlington has been an important feature of this entire project, especially this stained glass window. With a focus on science, these new labs will have an impact on our young students. All right, now Mr. Wright, can you tell me, how do you feel about you being a teacher having a new classroom in a completely brand new school?
I feel ecstatic, actually, to see the transition from the old building where we had little to no technology to now this brand new building with like a better playground, interactive smart boards. We're getting drones, Spiro, so I'm really excited to see how I can infuse the curriculum with 21st century learning.
We are focusing on STEAM this year, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We're really trying to get the students more involved in those 5 aspects and bring them together, not only individually on their own, but then into language arts and math and integrating it all together, because out in the real world they're going to need to put all of those together to really help boost their futures.
And when you have young people that go through these kind of experiences, that go through schools that prepare them for a better life, and in turn infects the community because they can bring back a better life for them and their families in that community.
One of the most talked about things of this renovation are all the playgrounds, especially this monster of a jungle gym. Look how huge this playground is. These kids are gonna love this, and they're already loving it right now.
The slides are big and it's just so big that now I got monkey bars and stuff like that because last year I didn't have monkey bars. So I'm just so excited for that playground.
We have to commit as a community that this is the standard. This is the standard for what our young people deserve.
From birth to 5th grade, Arlington Elementary is going to put our young scholars on the pathway to college and career success for this generation and many generations to come. This has been an amazing 21st century school opening. I'm Bryce Taylor with the City Schools Student Media Team. See you next time.
That is an amazing new school and will have a major impact on the community.
Yes, it will, especially the early childhood education programs and community resources.
I totally agree. And now I'm wondering what a massive high school renovation would be like.
Well, guess what? That's the next grand opening. The Reach Partnership School is going to provide a ton of real-world experiences mixed with the arts.
I think I need to see this. And Bryce was there to capture it all.
Hey yo, this is Bryce Taylor with the City Schools Student Media Team here at Reach Partnership for their grand opening. Let's see what academic opportunities this school has in store for our students.
Schools like this that we can be proud of. The work you will do will bring the promise of what this structure is to the reality of the lives of our young people in our community.
Tell me, how do you feel that your school has been renovated?
I feel good. I feel like the students will do better now with getting their education stuff because it's a good environment, all the new technology and everything.
It's important that we bring these opportunities because A lot of people feel as though school is like their second home.
What kind of impact does a renovation like this have on our high school students?
We are excited. We are extremely excited. The facility makes a huge difference. We have students here almost as if it's the first day of school. There's students all over this place because they're excited about this building.
So first, we're in the cafeteria. And just firstly, this place is huge. And all these windows, it brings in a nice light. So you can already tell that people are going to have fun in here. It's going to be positive. People are going to be happy. And then right after this, we're going to check out that kitchen.
It's a good overall because one, they got the school store in there. And kids want the school store to be open during lunchtime, then they got the opportunity to. You get to watch TV while you at lunch.
All right, so follow me into this huge kitchen. This is where they serve and prepare food. You can already tell, and I can tell, just by looking back here, there's some dope things gonna be happening in this kitchen. Some good food is gonna be cooked. So right across the hall from the serving area, technically I'm still in the cafeteria, you can look out this window and overlook all your friends playing basketball. So obviously we're in the media center, and again, this room is pretty grand. You can tell that there's gonna be some positive learning going on here. And then right behind me, you got another nice little chill spot with a door. You can probably go into the roof, do some outdoor learning. So a recurring theme in all of our 21st century schools are the collaborative spaces. And since I've been in most of them, this one seems like it might be the biggest. And look, right from the collaborative space, you can look to your right and see the auditorium. That is one heck of a view. So an important feature of all of our 21st century schools is incorporating the arts. And as you can see right behind me, our young scholars are already breaking in this brand new dance floor.
My favorite room is the dance room.
The dance room?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you like about the dance room?
It's better than our old one, and it's like more space. It got mirrors and everything. It's important because like it's kids that like to dance.
So right across the hall where students are expressing art through dance, here students will be creating amazing pieces of artwork.
This is awesome. I love it. I mean, this should propel them to greater heights, great heights. They have everything.
I'm a visual artist. That's what I do. That's what I love. There's a lot of talent in our school. We live in a community where it's good that we have all these things. That's very productive instead of being in the streets doing something that's not.
So we've been to the dance studio, we've been to the art room, and to finish off this art theme, we had to hit up the music room. And not only is it massive, but it's soundproof to the T. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like when this place is full with our scholars singing and playing instruments. I know what you're thinking. Bryce, why are you in the hospital? I'm not. I'm in the nursing room, a place where the students can get hands-on experience so they can get their industry certificate.
And they're excited. We have new desks. We have new hospital beds. As you can see, the lab in the back. We have the equipment that we need in order for this to be a successful experience for the students. So they're going to soar. I know they are.
So right around the corner is the pharmaceutical lab, where our young scholars will learn how to prescribe medication. This is pretty cool. So right across the hall, you have this pathway, Homeland Security, where our students learn how to protect the nation. So I'm down here in the basement where there's two major programs being housed. You got the HVAC and carpentry.
What is an absolutely gorgeous, state-of-the-art, 21st century building that our young people deserve into a life flow of young potential that is realized and that feeds the positive trajectory that our city needs.
So with a wide range of career pathways, a huge focus on art and academics, and a big, beautiful building with huge open spaces, you can tell that this year and every year to come in Reach Partnership is going to be a good one. This has been Bryce Taylor with the City Schools Student Media Team. See you next time.
Now that is what I call a high school. So much better than what the students used to have.
Every high school should be state-of-the-art.
It's time for our first break of the show, but when we return, we're heading to Sandtown, Winchester to check out a great story involving the whole community.
All right here on Building a Generation. Stay tuned.
These are our future: engineers and electricians,
software designers and doctors,
construction workers and childcare providers.
They will build apps and houses, create menus and video games,
work with cutting-edge technology and kids.
They'll be found in classrooms and courtrooms, construction sites, and computer labs.
They are Baltimore City Public School students. They are career and technology education.
I am a Baltimore City Public School student.
maa ngi largo ma Baltimore City Public School.
maa ngi dëkk ci Baltimore City bi. Salut, je suis une élève de Baltimore City Public School.
soy estudiante de Baltimore City Public Schools. أنا طالب في مدارس بالتيمور الحكومية.
We are Baltimore
City Public School students.
And we celebrate diversity
every day.
Tenemos un papel para jugar, especialmente cuando se trata de asegurarse que cada estudiante esté en la escuela todos los días. Las escuelas de la ciudad pueden crear un ambiente que hace que la escuela sea un lugar donde los estudiantes quieran estar. Muchos estudiantes no pueden estar en la escuela debido a problemas personales o financieros. El personal se conecta con los estudiantes para identificar las barreras en el hogar, la comunidad o el edificio de la escuela que dificultan la posibilidad de asistir a la escuela todos los días. Las escuelas pueden recompensar a los estudiantes por una mejor asistencia con anuncios y viajes especiales. Así que hagamos nuestra parte para asegurarnos de que todos nuestros alumnos estén en la escuela todos los días y listos para triunfar.
Work is underway on modernizing school buildings, like here at Fort Worthington Elementary Middle School.
The type of school buildings we deserve.
Our new schools will provide community-friendly spaces and be better for our environment. They will allow for innovative technology and 21st century teaching and learning.
The 21st Century School Buildings program is positively affecting my education and my city.
That's right. Learn more about this major commitment from the state, City of Baltimore, and city schools by visiting baltimore21stcenturyschools.org. Building a brighter future together.
Welcome back to Building a Generation, our show for bringing together the best of what's happening across Baltimore City Public Schools.
And we mean it, but you get to see it loud and clear with this next story.
One of our news reporters, Jamera Martin, got a chance to see the amazing renovations at Sandtown Winchester Achievement Academy.
From the gym to the libraries to the classrooms, the amount of things that have been improved will make the kids at this school so happy. Let's see it, Jamera.
Hey, this is Jamera Martin, right outside of Sandtown Winchester Achievement Academy, where an entire community has come together for our students. And just days ago, a huge team of volunteers from Under Armour and Heart of America completed an extreme makeover for the ages. The gym, cafeteria, auditorium, library, classrooms, hallways, landscaping, new mascot and logo, the list just goes on and on. It's simply amazing to see all the improvements. How could you not be excited for this school?
Because when I'm sitting in there, they're going to paint a new color. In front of the wall, when they writing on there, the colors, it's like fishes, like the ocean and stuff.
To see how good it is.
It's going to bring happiness and all that. Feel great, like people don't get this opportunity.
Our school just needed so much work and so much TLC, and we really wanted a space where kids could come and feel, at home. They could feel like it's just a special place for them to learn.
But here's the real school. The road to get here was not easy. Facing the closure at one of the two schools, the Sandtown Winchester community spent the last 2 years working together to combine the two schools by coming up with a new name, choosing the grades, bringing in community partners like Jubilee Arts to create new murals, and finally, the makeover by Under Armour and Heart of America.
It is a true testament of how much they're cared for and how much we care about them.
This is a house for a lot of people, a lot of family, a lot of community, and we're thrilled to be a part of it too.
Just coming together and taking two schools but merging a community in a way that no one believed could happen.
So one of the coolest things we saw was students working right alongside volunteers by taping, painting, lending a hand, and simply giving back to their own school. And the volunteers had fun giving back too.
It makes me feel useful. I can help out the community. They're painting the walls for the library. When they get the books and stuff straight, we have a straight library.
Okay.
So for the last 2 days, I've been helping yesterday and helping today. Painting, security. When we went to lunch, everybody was talking about how the floors was good, how the painting that was on the 2 tables we did, the painting that's on the wall when you first walk in.
Put our hands together and minds together and come out here and just kind of help out and fix up the school. Just trying to turn this place into a really good, happy place for all the kids.
Last week, the gym wasn't quite done yet, as the decision was made to completely resurface the floor, paint the walls, add pads, and even create an experience for the kids as they head into the gym.
Before it was old, looking red and stuff. I can't wait till they see the gym. Shout out to Under Armour though, and Heart Up America. My school is great because my teachers love me. They love classmates, love my classmates. I have heart for them.
It's important because we need it because this school works really hard. They giving us flowers, they giving us trees, they giving us book bags. We work, the more we get on a higher level.
I'm just so happy to be in this position and, able to offer such a great improvement to our students and the community.
With the makeover complete, all the scholars here at Sandtown Winchester Achievement Academy are more than ready to enjoy, appreciate, and most importantly, succeed in school. And special thanks to all our community partners. This has been Jamara Martin for the City School Student Media Team. See you soon.
Great job, Jamara, on your first story. So much energy and excitement.
And another special shout out to Under Armour and Heart of America for all your support and work to make over the school.
And to keep the theme going of our jaw-dropping projects at our schools, we now head out to Callaway Elementary School for an 1,800 square foot mural.
The story is magical, and first-time reporter Niles Garrison has the story.
Let's take a look.
Hey everyone, this is Niles Garrison, and right now we are heading out to see an 1,800 square foot mural that is simply breathtaking. For almost a year, students and staff from Callaway Elementary School work with community partners to combine the world of science and art. The results are magical.
And this thing's cool, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I'm behind myself. And not only is it just a piece of art, to me, it's like an accomplishment.
It's like a beautiful painting, but it's like magic and love and art in one.
There is no better benefit for your brain than reading. Getting lost in a book, we all know. If tensions are high, stress at work, stress at school or home, there's no better benefit for your brain than getting lost in a book.
With support from the University of Maryland Medical School, Reading on the Brain is a program that combines learning about the brain and how reading benefits the brain. Then, with help of the local artist Jay Schlossberg Coleman, his team helped the students express their learning through art.
The neuron, that exquisite, marvelous link from the brain to our body, and they swirl above each reader, signifying the power that each of us can harness with a simple but amazing and important act of reading.
They were just learning and engaging and building their knowledge of the brain and the things that benefit the brain and their emotions and expressing all of that through this artwork.
Anytime we have cross-curricular connections, it strengthens the students' knowledge on what they're learning and allows them to be better prepared for school and for learning later on.
The voice of this community is in the work, and art can inspire and make a difference.
Fun, engaging, and inspiring are just a few words to describe the experience for the students who share with us an overwhelming sense of pride and accomplishment.
As in a mark on the school that the people who worked on it, like me, Jeremiah, Jaden, they'll leave a mark that we worked on this.
Seeing myself on the wall make me pretty proud.
It feels amazing just to be on here. Like one day I just might be an old man coming up here and say that was me, and people just might believe me.
By immersing themselves in learning about the brain and how reading can help you unwind and de-stress, the students are using this project as a way to see into their futures.
I think this was like a fun way to help kids focus more so we can have good academics so they can go whatever middle school they want to.
Just 15 minutes? What about 4th grade? You gotta read 20 minutes. If I want to be a scientist, I'm pretty sure I want to be a scientist. And then I could do stuff on the brain, and I want to be like a veterinarian and a president, because I want more rights for different things, like in a form of stuff through art.
Taking the lead in their learning, and we're providing the venue and facilitating that learning and inspiring them to be the change we want to see in the world.
Part of our Whole Child initiative is really represented in this work, that you are not just a scientist, but you can also be an artist, and you are also a writer and an author, and you are an appreciator of literature. That is what wholeness means.
I'm beyond impressed with how smart, thoughtful, and excited the students at Callaway truly are with reading and learning. And I'm pretty sure we just met a future scientist, mathematician, and president. Way to go, Callaway. We are so proud of you. This has been Niles Garrison from the City Schools Student Media Team. See you next time.
You can see the students were very proud of their mural and felt a great sense of accomplishment, and they learned about the brain.
And the community will get to enjoy it as well for many years to come. And to think the story all began with a simple article written in the Baltimore Sun by the amazing staff at Callaway Elementary School.
So up next, we have one of our biggest stories of this very young school year. Guess the event?
I know it. It's the BMore Me Citywide Back to School Night, one of the most epic events where we see thousands of people come out and spend time together as one big family.
And the student media team was out in full force. Bryce, Amani, Hunter, and Basson were there with plenty of our crew. Let's check it out.
Hey, it's Bryce Taylor.
And Imani Humphreys-Torres.
And we're here at the Maryland Science Center for the most epic kickoff to the school year.
It's the Citywide BMore Me Back to School Night, and we cannot wait to show you all the amazing things students and their families are doing together.
Interactive STEM activities, silent yoga,
art and culture exhibition, resources for families, amazing performances, and so much more.
Watch me, oh, 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 watch me, oh, watch me, oh, watch me, oh, great.
So this is Neighborhood Row, an area where families can get access to tons of resources and experience some fun entertainment along the way.
From activities to encourage parent involvement in early learning to the Be More Me project that celebrates our city's rich history. Bass is going to help us check it out. Let's go, Basson.
Thanks, guys. So here I am in Neighborhood Row. Over here, we have all these medical displays where families are interacting, and over to the right, we have all these resources full of engagement. Let's go check it out. So can you explain to us what's going on at your table today?
Yeah, so this is the Be More Me table. Be More Me lives in social studies. It's a curriculum in grades 6 through 11 where students get to learn about the rich history of Baltimore, explore their identity, all of those things. And so we have these little blocks, and people can write whatever they want on it, and then I'm crazy gluing it to the cityscape.
All right, thanks for the insight. Now let's check out Wholeness Row, where we will see a ton of talent from City School students.
Performances, demos, and silent yoga all show the well-rounded experiences happening in city schools. Let's go see it.
So I'm here now, and I'm about to try some silent yoga.
A lot of times when students are getting in trouble in school, they're having problems focusing, it's that part of the brain that's activated. By learning different breathing techniques and how to meditate while doing yoga, the students can move that activity from the back of the brain to the front of the brain where all the higher functioning levels are. So it helps with their schoolwork, it helps with focus, it helps with even discipline and behavioral issues. While the parents are here with their children, they can learn how to do it themselves or take it with their child, and it can be fun for the whole family.
In the middle, she's found her balance. All right, now let's start. Every classroom has a calming corner. Every classroom might have a peace corner. And what you can see tonight is you can see the different areas that's within our rooms.
Make your way to that Youth Up Next showcase on the 3rd floor.
And move.
Kick it with your crew. Step by step, here's what you gotta do.
The song really about just getting kids pumped up to go back to school just to get them motivated.
Now that was cool. We're at Academic Row, and what a night. So behind us right now are STEM activities and robotics.
And we will focus on the new Wit and Wisdom curriculum and the importance of reading as a family. Let's go.
The curriculum for K-8 Wit and Wisdom, we're giving parents some tips on how they can support their children at home, and they also are getting a free grade level book from Scholastic.
And counting to the stars at the edge of the sea, I can't help but feel they were put there.
Grades and Reader, we actually empower parents to understand how to be their child's first teacher. We give them ideas and strategies about how to get their kids excited about reading, because we know the child's excited about reading, they're going to read more. Why do you think it's important for kids to come out with their parents?
Because it gets the parents involved, and they can also know where their children are and where they can go as far as what books they can read and things of sort. Support your children in any way you can, and definitely when it comes to their education.
With over 2,000 people coming out for this wonderful family experience,
everyone had a little something to share about this fun-filled night.
The Science Center is really fun.
Your kids get to experience, and it helps open their minds, and they appreciate school much better.
Well, I went to different booths around, like I got different bags and a water bottle, and I did some really cool activities.
All of our families, our students, our school communities to come together for a night of learning and fellowship and fun.
Thank you so much for coming out. I want everybody to have a fabulous school year.
Wow, I am beat. We've had such a great time here at the Citywide BMore Me Back to School Night.
I couldn't agree more. It's been wonderful seeing students and families enjoy the amazing performances and take advantage of those resources that we have here tonight. It's been Bryce Taylor
and Imani Humphrey-Flores with the City School Student Media Team.
See you next time.
Thanks, Bryce and Imani. Great job with the coverage and showing off the best of what's happening in Baltimore City Public Schools.
Huge focus on literacy, student wholeness, and families learning together.
Michael, do you know what time it is?
Of course I do. It's time for the
Question of the Show. Okay, so in Callaway Elementary mural story, what was the swirling around the heads of all the readers on the mural? Was it A, stars, B, neurons, C, protons, or D, light bulbs? The correct answer is coming up after these messages.
Stay tuned.
Hey parents, wondering when you should call the doctor for your sick child? Let's find out.
Jasmine, you had a fever for about 2 days now, and I think it's about time we call the doctor.
If your child experiences any of the following symptoms, a fever of 99.6 or above for more than 2 days, vomiting or diarrhea for more than 2 days, or has had the sniffles for more than a week and cannot concentrate and has a loss of energy, please ensure that your child receives proper attention from a medical professional. Let's do our part in making sure that our students stay healthy. Hey parents, wondering when you should not send your kid to school? Let's find out.
Okay, class, I need your attention. We're about to start class right about now. Please turn to 213, the linear combination method. Do I have any readers? Ramo, are you okay? Come on, 213. Ramo, are you okay?
I don't feel too good.
Oh wow, you're burning up.
If your child is experiencing any of the following symptoms, a fever of 99.6 or above, vomiting or diarrhea, persistent cough, pink eye, a sore throat, or a problem causing loss in concentration, please ensure that your child receives proper attention from a medical professional or at home. Let's do our part in keeping our schools and students healthy.
Hey parents, wondering when you should send your kid to school? Let's find out.
I don't think I can go to school today. I'm just not feeling too good.
What's wrong?
I mean, I got a runny nose and everything.
Crazy. I mean, you're not warm or hot. Have you thrown up?
No.
You got diarrhea?
No.
Then do you need any medicine?
No.
Then I think you can go to school.
If your child has a runny nose or a slight cough, or hasn't taken any fever-reducing medication, or hasn't experienced vomiting or diarrhea in the past 24 hours, please ensure that your child attends school. Let's do our part in making sure that our students don't miss impactful learning opportunities.
What are you doing to prepare for college? Here at Baltimore City Public Schools, there are many opportunities for students to earn college credits while in high school. Dual enrollment allows students to take courses free of charge at local colleges. This way, students get to know what it's really like to be in college. P-Tech is for students interested in a career in technology. Here at City Schools, we have 3 P-Tech programs, and each one comes with a diploma, tuition-free associate's degree, internships, and first access to jobs after graduation. For students who complete one of our award-winning career and technology education programs, they can earn industry certification and college credits. A ton of schools offer advanced placement classes. For students, success in the International Baccalaureate program can result in course credit, scholarships, and other admissions-related benefits after high school. So get a head start on college credits and save money by taking advantage of college prep opportunities right here at Baltimore City Public Schools. To learn more, go to www.baltimorecitysschools.org/college. This has been Jacqueline Hammett with the City Schools Student Media Team. See you next time.
Welcome back. Now, it's time to answer the question of the show. Okay, so in the Callaway Elementary mural story, what was swirling around the heads of all the readers on the mural? Was it A, stars, B, neurons, C, protons, or D, light bulbs?
The correct answer is B, neurons. As part of making the mural, students learned about the brain and how neurons are cells within the nervous system that transmit information to other cells.
Now that is cool and a great lesson for the students to learn. And now we're headed to our final video that gives an overview of the City Schools Blueprint for Success.
It's going to help explain our approach to student wholeness, literacy, and staff leadership.
So sit back and enjoy this piece.
I'm proud to be from Baltimore, and I'm proud of my school. My best teachers are the ones who get me excited about learning and help me discover all the things that I can do.
Here at Baltimore City Public Schools, we're committed to building a generation of young people who are ready to succeed in college, careers, and the community. Helping our students develop the skills, knowledge, and understanding they need to thrive is our top priority.
With the help from students, families, and staff in the community, we created the Blueprint for Success. It's the district's plan to make sure every child feels safe, supported, and challenged so they can reach their full potential. The Blueprint has 3 pillars: nurturing all aspects of student learning and healthy development, including the emotional and physical, improving literacy, and fostering leadership among both adults and students.
We need to ignite our students' curiosity, help them not just read, but write, speak, and think, because these are the skills they'll need throughout their lives. To do this, we will support teachers and leaders so that they can grow as educators and better serve our students.
This work is already happening in literacy-intensive learning sites. 40 schools in the district, including mine, are trying our best practices to improve our students' literacy skills. We'll share what works well in our schools with the rest of the district. By doing this, we can spread the strategies that work best.
All of these schools have literacy coaches like me. We work closely with teachers to help them bring the best practices into their classrooms.
But it's not just about the academics. We know that our students are passionate, have unique interests and skills, and yet they are faced with real challenges. We are looking at what our students need to be excited about learning and are fully equipped every day. To keep them inspired, we give our students opportunities to do what they love and connect them to people who can help them during rough times. That's what we're all about, meeting our students where they are and supporting them each step of the way.
At all levels and across all positions, each of us has a role to play in the Blueprint. Part of our role is to make sure that we are continually growing as people, educators, and leaders. Our teachers work together to analyze data, share what works, and improve lessons. Our principals give teachers feedback to improve their instruction. Our instructional leadership teams create a school-wide culture of learning and collaboration, and district staff, like me, are participating in programs that challenge us to examine our racial consciousness. We must understand how factors like race impact our policies and decisions to make sure that all of our students have what they need to succeed.
Living in Baltimore and going to Makeover every day gives me hope for my future. I feel supported by my teachers. I appreciate the opportunity to speak out and be heard. The Blueprint for Success helps me succeed, and because of it, the sky is the limit. So thank you for being a part of the change we need. We won't take it for granted.
It's our responsibility to give our young people the skills, experiences, and relationships that empower them to learn and succeed. With the Blueprint for Success, coaches, principals, teachers, and other professionals, we are working together. We are helping students reach their goals this year and in the future, from pre-K to 6th grade to high school graduation. So let's keep building.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see all the positive momentum we have at City Schools.
And how students at all grade levels are getting opportunities to succeed and to receive the help and support they deserve.
You got that right. Well, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this episode of Building a Generation.
Well, I guess that's okay, since we show so many amazing videos. But we'll see you all next time.
So thank you for joining us and sharing the wonderful stories of our school community.
Be sure to watch Education Channel 77, and for more, head to vimeo.com/cityschools or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are everywhere. I'm Wesley Rice.
And I'm Michael Joseph.
Thank you for building a generation. See ya.